Well, so I give you guys, excuse me, a few minutes to try these problems. This is from page 115 in the book. It's the practice test at the end of chapter 1. And so as you know, well, as you may or may not know, we have a test Friday. And so test 1 is on chapter 1. I would strongly encourage you to finish the homework on chapter 1 before then. I mean, the homework will get easier after you do the test, but the test's worth a lot more points, so you'd really probably be well advised to do the homework first. So here, I'll just go through these problems here to get us started. So we subtract 7 from both sides. The answer is x equals 2. 5 minus 7, which is equal to minus 2. Everybody get that? I see some nodding. How about this next one here? Divide by minus 12. We get x is equal to 8 over minus 12. Can we simplify that? We can. That's what? 4 times 2 over minus 3 times 4. So the 4's cancel, and we get minus 2/3. How about number 3? So x is equal to what? Add 3/5 to both sides, right? So we get 3/5 plus 2/3. What is 3/5 plus 2/3? Oh, I copied it down wrong? Oh, I'm sorry. There was a minus in the problem that I lost. So then the minuses cancel, and we just get 2/3. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you. My bad. How about the 3/5 plus 2/3? We'll make a common denominator, right? So this is, what? 3 times 3 plus 2 times 5 over 15, right? 9 plus 19/15, right? And so you can use your calculator to help you out there, right? You don't have to do the adding fractions by hand if you're shaky on that. Double check yourself with a calculator for sure, right? Everybody should have a calculator for the test that you're comfortable with that can add fractions, right? You don't want to lose points on that, right? Let's see here. What do we got now? We got 3y is 8 plus 4, right? Which is 12. So y is 12 over 3. Y equals to 4. We got that one? Okay. You know what I would do with problem 5 to make it like less annoying? I just multiply by 10. Multiply the equation by 10. This becomes 17y minus 1 equals to 21 minus 3y, right? So multiply by 10, because those are tenths, right? So if I multiply by the denominator, which we see, which is a tenth, it makes it easier to deal with. And so then I get what? I get 17y plus 3y equals 21 plus 1, which is to say 20y equals to 22, which gives me y equals to what? Y equals to 22 over 20, which I think we can simplify a little bit. That's 11 over 2, right? Wait, excuse me, I'm an idiot. 11 over 10, right? Yeah. 22 is 2 times 11. 20 is 2 times 10, so the 2's cancel. Which your book has written as 1.1. right? That's the same as 1.1 is the answer. If you want to, you could do the decimal arithmetic if you like here. If you did, you should get 1.1. 11 over 10 is 1.1. Now this next problem requires us to do a couple different things, right? The one is to distribute the 5. So this gives us 15x plus 5 times 6, which is 30, right? And the other thing it requires us to do is to distribute the minus, right? So be careful. This is 6 minus x minus 8, right? Now we can clean that up just a little bit. What do we really have? We've got minus 2 minus x, right? Minus 2 minus x over here because, you know, 6 minus 8 is minus 2, right? Okay, now if I look at this and I look at that, I want to isolate x, right? So let's put all the x's on the left-hand side. We've got what? 16x equals to, I subtract 30 to the other side. So minus 30 minus 2, which is minus 32. Do you guys follow me there? Or I can write down more steps if it's needed. Is okay, or? So what did you get? You get x equals to minus 32 over 16, which is what? 32 is 2 times 16, right? So 32 over 16 is 2. So we get x equals to minus 2 for that one. Ooh, I like these last two problems. The answer is not numbers, it's expressions, right? So we're going to find an expression for the answer. We're supposed to solve this for b. So what do we do? Isolate the things with b, right? We get 3b is a plus c. So what I did was I sort of flipped the equation over and then added c to both sides. Can everybody see that? Or here, I'll put another step in. How about this? This is a plus c equals 3b, right? So I'm just saying, okay, so I'm going to write it 3b equals a plus c just because of my OCD of wanting to write b on the left-hand side. Again, the second thing I wrote, it's like, you know, that's just my style. It's not a logical necessity that you do that, obviously. Then what? Divide by 3. So that divided by 3 is this divided by 3, and thus we get our answer, which is b is a plus c divided by 3. And that's it. Solve for b. There you have it. Sure. You did not get 1.1? All right, here, let's, I'm going to erase, what's that? I'm going to erase 1 through 4. Is that okay? Ever consider doctor as a nickname? Yes? Okay. A very, very interesting name. Let's see here. Okay, so returning to number 5, as there is doubt. Tell you what, I will suffer through this thing without the multiplication by 10 step, okay? Yeah, I figured as much. So let's not do that. Let's try it the other way. So add 0.3 to both sides. I got 1.7y plus 0.3y, right, equals to 2.1 plus 0.1. So I added 0.1 and added 0.3, right? What's 1.7 plus 0.3? Okay, so this is... Ah. Oh. Yeah, so 2y is equal to 2.2. So y is equal to 2.2 over 2, which is also known as 1.1, which is also 11/10 if you like. So, it's all good. Now, solve for n, number 8. So what you want to do is say m is n times 1 minus t. We factor out the n. Right? We have factored the n out. And then we divide. So m over 1 minus t is equal to n. And there's the answer. Excuse me. Now, it has come to my attention, thankfully, that I spent like about 10 minutes on a word problem earlier last week or something. Irrelevant, right? We're not covering the word problems. So we can kind of skip over problems 9 through 13 on the test one, right? So let's look at problems 14 through 23. So you guys try to work problems 14 through 23, and I'll write them up on the board, and then we'll talk about solutions together, all right? So you're supposed to find an interval for each one of the first problems I said, right? Goodness gracious. Does this problem ever end? Look at this thing. Ay, ay, ay. That is quite the problem. What's that? Yeah, we're going to. I'm just going to take like 3 more, and that'll be it, probably. All right. I should. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to start working through these so we don't run out of time. Yeah. We'll see where you got to. So how about the first one? You guys tell me. What's the answer here? We're supposed to rewrite it in interval notation. This is a very simple problem. All we got to do is write -3 not included to 2 included. There you go. That is this in this set written in interval notation. All right. That number line is also expressing an interval, right? That's the ray from -4 to infinity, not included. So that's -4, infinity, like that. For that one. So far, so good? I hope. Let's see here. What's up next? Well, this one, we're supposed to solve and graph. So to solve, we just add 2 to both sides, right? So we get x less than or equal to 4 plus 2, which is 6. We're supposed to graph it, which means draw a number line, right? And so we've got 6. Right? And it's like this. So we usually write the solution as an interval as well. What's the answer here? The answer is -infinity to 6 included, right? All right. How about this one? What do we got to do? We add 3 to both sides, right? That gives us -4y greater than or equal to 8. Divide by -4, right? Which gives me y is greater than or equal to 8 over minus 4, which is equal to minus 2. And that is wrong. Why is it wrong? I have to flip the inequality. If I'm dividing by minus, this greater than or equal to has to become a less than or equal to. That's the rule, right? Thank you. So what's the answer? The answer is minus infinity to minus 2 included. Oh, and I guess I was supposed to graph it as well, right? I forgot. I'm sorry, my bad. So it looks something like this, right? We're at minus 2, and it's over here somewhere, right? Okay. Let us continue. Number 18, solve. We get what? X greater than or equal to 10, which gives me the interval 10 included to infinity. So there's your answer, 10 to infinity. Again, we're working on the test review at the end of chapter 1 if you're joining us just now. All right. 19. Well, this tells us what? Y is, now I'm going to divide by minus 0.6. So that means I got to flip that less than to a greater than. Y greater than 30 divided by minus 0.6. Well, that's minus 50. That's what that is. So y is greater than minus 50, so the answer is minus 50, not included to infinity. Look at that blue. Isn't that something? Too blue. I love that blue. Anyway, what do we got? Number 20, add 2a to both sides, right? So we get 5a less than or equal to 6 plus 5, which is 11. A is less than or equal to 11 over 5. So that tells me the answer is minus infinity to 11 over 5. Do I want a square bracket or a parenthesis? I want a square bracket, right? 11/5 is included. You know, again, isolate the variable from the number. So I think I'll add 9y to both sides. So I got 9y minus 5y is greater than 3 plus 1, which gives me 4y is greater than 4, which gives me that y is greater than 1. So the answer, 1 to infinity. We all good? You're like, these are boring. I can do these all day long. Why are we even here? What are we doing? What's the point of this? All right, let's continue on then. Now this one, a little bit more exciting. We've got to distribute. We got ourselves a 20 minus 4x less than 2x plus 5. So we get 15 is less than 6x. So 15 over 6 is less than x. If I haven't made a mistake. I don't think I made a mistake. What's 15 over 6? That simplifies, right? That's 3 times 5 over 3 times 2. So it's really 5 halves, right? So we have x is greater than 5 halves, which in interval notation looks like 5 halves not included to infinity. There you go. Now, this next one, kind of scary looking at it, but don't be frightened. It's just a bunch of steps. So we got to distribute, right? So to start with, we've got ourselves a minus 16x minus 24 plus 24 minus 30x greater than or equal to 2 minus 14x minus 16 minus 24x. We're all on board here so far? Careful to distribute the minus, multiply the numbers. Now I'm going to bring all the x's to one side and all the constants to the other. I don't know. Golly. I guess I'll just add 14x, and so I got minus 16 minus 30 plus 14x plus 24x greater than or equal to, what do I got? I got 2 minus 16. I'm not even doing any simplifications here. I'm just doing it, right? Plus 24 minus 24. Well, that was dumb. That was dumb, right? What should I have done? I should have just what? I should have just canceled that plus 24 and minus 24. If I just did my eyes open, you know? Duh. Yeah. Okay, that's, no need to worry about that anymore, right? So let's just not be dumb, not do that. Okay, so what's this all work out to? Minus 48 plus 14, that's a minus 34 plus 24, minus 10x, I think. Did you guys get that? Minus 14, I think. So then x is less than or equal to minus 14 over 10, which is minus 10, which is 14 over 10, which is 1.4, right? So it looks like the answer is minus infinity to 1.4 included. I'm a little worried about this one because I got a lot of steps, you know? Anytime I make that many steps, it gets me a little antsy. Yeah, that was not what the answer was. So I made a mistake somewhere. Where did I make my mistake? That's a negative 8? Ah. So you added these numbers and that's what you got. That sounds right. I mean, this is 40. That gives me 48. 48 minus 30 is 18. Wait, what? 30, 48. You got a minus 8 there, huh? Is that right? I mean, if that's what you got, that's what you got, right? Yeah. I see it. Yeah. That's good. Let's see here. And then that gives you what? Minus 14 over 8, which is actually 7 over what? Yeah. And there you go. That's the answer that the book had, actually. So we got to be careful. We got that many numbers we're adding together. Like, you were wise. You used a calculator. You didn't try to just do it in your head like some dummy. I'm the dummy. All right. So how about this one? What we got? I mean, that in interval notation is, yeah. And both of them are square brackets, right? Okay. So that one wasn't too bad. Let's do 37 and 38. They're easy. The intersection, what are we looking for? Common things that are in both, right? One's not, but 3. 3's in both, right? 5's in both. Yep, that's it. So the answer is 3, 5. That's the intersection of these two sets. Now union, we just take one copy of everything you see. So you got a 1, you got a 3, you got a 5, you got a 7, you got a 9. What else you got? 11, 13. There you go. All right, so here we go. This gives us minus 15 less than 6 minus x over 7 less than 15. Multiply that by 7. 7 times 15 is 105. So this gives us minus 105 less than 6 minus x less than 105, which then, if you subtract 6 across that, you get minus 111 less than minus x less than 99, which then multiplying by minus 1 flips the inequality and gives you minus 99 is less than x is less than 111. So answer, minus 99 to 111. And how about that last one? That number 46, what do we got to do there? We got two problems to solve, right? We got to either solve minus 5x minus 3 less than or equal to minus 10, or minus 5x minus 3 greater than or equal to 10. Those two disjoint cases. And that, of course, gives us minus 5x less than or equal to minus 7, or minus 5x greater than or equal to 13, which gives us x greater than or equal to 7/5, or x less than or equal to minus 13 over 5. So the answer is minus infinity to minus 13 over 5 included, unioned with 7 over 5, comma, infinity. So remember, this was the tricky case, right? But there it is. So, and I realize I went through that last one kind of fast. I'm sorry about that, but you know, our time is just about up here. So that's at 46. Let me just double check my answer. Well, that was 46. So minus infinity to minus 13/15 and 7/5 to infinity. Yeah, that's the answer in the book. So, we good? So I think Wednesday, we're probably not going to have formal class Wednesday. What I'll leave Wednesday open for is for you to complete the test review. So I need to see if I need to get you a paper copy of that or if it's just going to be online. I'll make an announcement concerning that. I should be around if you got questions, right? But we won't have a formal class meeting Wednesday. So you guys have time to study for the test Friday. Seem reasonable? Okay. And I, again, encourage you, finish your homework before it's too late.